Hey, what's up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. We got Victor here, my boy Aaron.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
And today we're going to share with you three really awesome ways that you can grow on YouTube rather quickly, even if you're just starting out. And we're going to pick three things that we don't see a lot of people talking about, and yet both of us have done that with great success. And we're going to share with you those today. I'll let Aaron pick up number one.
Okay, yeah, the first one is something that when you're first starting out, a lot of times you may post a video and you may only get like 12 views or something like that. And what I realized what would work, because I remember one time there was this guy, you guys may know him as Infinite Waters. He has a YouTube channel, and I remember that one time he posted a video, and I had a genuine comment that I wanted to put on his channel or on his video, and I was genuinely commenting. I had no ulterior motives that I was going to comment and then it was going to bring subscribers over. But what I did is I commented something. This is back when I had like 50 subscribers, and I commented something that ended up getting a lot of people that liked the comment that I had, because it was something that was kind of from my heart. It was a personal story of something that enhanced the video that he was posting on. I don't remember the topic exactly, but I posted that comment, and when I did that, not immediately, within like 12 hours though, I had maybe 20 new subscribers, which when you have 50, 20 is a pretty big deal, you know? It's like, whoa, I almost doubled what I was at because of a simple comment. So what I realized is that what I could begin to do is to just comment genuinely, never comment and say, you know, come check out my channel or anything like that, but just add value to people that are already in the niche you want to be in, and you will find that people find you. So before I started to actually grow on YouTube, I was kind of known as this guy that was always commenting this cool stuff on other people's videos, but I wasn't spamming it. I see some people sometimes even comment on my channel, and they're like, hey everybody, I'm starting out a channel, please follow me, give me support. And that's the way you don't want to go about it. What you do want to do is you do want to add value in whatever way you can, in a genuine type way. And if you add value by sharing your opinion, and maybe you have an opinion that's a little bit different than other people's opinions, you will find that people start to find you more and more, especially if people repetitiously see you. They may like your comment, everyone that they see, because then in a way you're starting to market yourself a little bit indirectly. So in the very beginning, when you have absolutely nothing, that's one way that you can start to do it. That's something you don't want to rely on. Of course, I stopped doing that after I had maybe I think I had 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, and then I stopped doing that altogether. But it's not like you couldn't do it. It's just I got to the point to where I was more focused on creating videos, and I just didn't have time to do it, and it wasn't necessary because I started to pick up momentum, and we'll talk about that in future videos. But yeah, the first tip that at least I know that I used for growing my channel was commenting genuine comments on other people's YouTube videos with my actual opinion, and at the same time with something that I thought would add value, and then people would naturally start coming back. So that's a way to get seen in the very early stages in a positive way, and from a way of authentically expressing yourself. So yeah, that's my
cool. That's a good one, man. Yeah, that's true. You know what? I remember when there was a time when I had more subscribers than him, and I remember he would do that on my channel, and now he surpassed me. But like he said, all the little things you can do in the beginning to sort of pick up steam, like it takes a little bit of hustle. At least if you apply a little bit of hustle like that in the beginning, it can help you grow very quickly rather than just waiting for YouTube to kind of organically put out your videos, which it will do.
Yeah.
This just accelerates things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Another really big thing you can do, this is something I hesitate on even sharing because it's such a gem, honestly. Mm-hmm. It's to go to other people's YouTube channels that are like doing well for themselves, that are within your niche, within your sort of genre. And if you go into their YouTube channel, you can find a way to see all their videos. And then somewhere, I think along the right-hand side, maybe it's always changing, but you can decide or pick how you wish the videos to be listed out in you know, the most recent ones, all the way
most popular, most recent,
yes,
and something else.
And you want to pick the most popular, because you'll see that person who's already doing very well. You'll see their most popular videos, which sort of gives you a great idea of what topics are good, what titles do well. And what you want to do is copy that exactly. Just kidding. Don't do that. There's a fine line. You model them. You say, okay, you know what? There's a video about yada, yada, yada. I know all about that. I can do that.
And exactly.
Put your own spin on it, right?
Your own spin. That's the main thing, because that happens a lot on YouTube, where sometimes people will just copy, you know, but the idea is what you want to do is you want to have your own unique perspective. And that's something that I went through when I was watching like people back in the day that had much more subscribers than me, someone like Infinite Waters or something. Mm-hmm. I would see him make a video, and I'm like, I have my own perspective on that topic that's different that I want to share, because people are already obviously interested in it, but the key is to make it your own in some way. Make it your own energy, because that's what people are going to fall in love with. That's what they follow. They follow people that are authentic, and they follow people with unique perspectives. You stand out more when you do that than when you just, I guess, copy the exact title. But what you can do is use the keywords within the title, and then as you use those keywords, you'll see that you can start to organically grow from that because of the.
Yeah, I find like talking to a lot of people that their earlier videos, they don't really have a good eye or a clear idea of what is going to do well. It's just sort of like, just throwing stuff out there randomly.
Yeah.
Just doing what I suggested to a bunch of different channels will give you much more of a semblance of like what direction to go in, what kind of idea. You'll pick up themes. And again, of course, I was being facetious. You don't want to do that because it's not cool, for one. That's their idea. And some people might even see that and really dislike you because of that. But it's also wise to see what other people who are further ahead are doing, and again, model them when applicable.
Yeah,
so that's my number two.
The main thing is the authenticity. If it's authentically your perspective, then that is great. But if it's something that you're just doing just for some other purpose, people may be able to feel that. So do whatever you're going to do with finding the keywords that work, but just make sure it's from an authentic place of sharing your idea. That's something that's very
that's
powerful.
an essential element that I didn't bring up. It's not just about, that topic will do well. Well, maybe if you don't know much about that and you're just sort of regurgitating information you read last night, people will pick up on that. They'll feel your lack of experience and expertise. So that's an essential ingredient, as you pointed out. Yeah.
And the final one that we have, the number 3, has to do with something that a lot of times people overlook, and that is simply having very clickable thumbnails. Now, the thing is over 70 to 80% of people that are on YouTube are on their mobile devices. And think of your phone, how big that is, and when you're scrolling on the phone, are you able to look at a picture and see the little small writing that's inside of there? And the key is can you see a good emblem or a good symbol of what your video is about just from the thumbnail, just from what you can see? So that's another thing, is how clickable is your video, because if it's not clickable, then people aren't going to see it, they're not going to click on it, and they're not going to end up watching the video. So that's something that's very underused. You don't have to be clickbait about it. Now, that's coming from me, who actually may have kind of on the verge of clickbait titles, but the reason I do it is because I know that it's coming from an authentic place, and what I say I do in my videos, I do deliver on that. So if I do say something about being able to create your own reality or whatever it is, I mean that I think that will really do that. It's just that maybe it catches your eye a little bit more than a video that doesn't have that written in the thumbnails. But what you want to do is you want to find your own style, maybe your own colors. Once again, don't copy it exactly. Some people will do that, but the idea is to just get the momentum going with making the words much bigger, making the emblems pop out, make sure that people can you can see a story for what that video is about, because that will help you get noticed. You want to think all in terms of mobile devices and how are people able to see you, because if you make the thumbnails more clickable, you don't want 30 different words in the small little section. You're going to be much more findable, clickable, and people are much more viewable.
Yeah, I totally agree. I would just recommend taking it. It's a very important thing to focus on, which a lot of people in the beginning neglect. And if you look at it, like, you might have an amazing video, but if your thumbnail is even off a little bit, you're going to get sometimes half or a third or 5% of the amount of views and engagement just because of the thumbnail. So if you were to really focus on like doing a lot of YouTube searching, how to make a good thumbnail, what software should I use, what colors work best, really put a lot of time and energy into that, because it's such an important thing. I remember when I was first starting out, I was a little ways. I think like 10,000 subscribers, and Ryan Cropper, he's another pretty popular YouTuber. He reached out to me, and there was a time we were going to do a collaboration, and we got onto a Skype session, and he was like, in a very nice way, he basically said, you should work on your thumbnails, Vic. Because at the time, I didn't have my image in them. I just had text. It was just like 7 signs you're a light worker, blah, 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 only text. And he said, I seen your videos all over the place, man, but I thought you were one of those like computer voices. I didn't think you were a real person.
Oh, wow.
He said, put some energy into those thumbnails. You probably get a boost. And I did. And I got a boost. And I was like, damn, that was really good advice. Thank you. So now we're giving it to you. Focus on the thumbnails. Don't get lazy with them. Take some time to get good at them. And just keep tweaking them, keep testing and improving over time. And don't be afraid to be a little bit clickbaity. That was a hang up for me. I didn't want to be clickbaity. I wanted to just be all smiley and here's what the video's about in detail. But what I realized that if people don't click on that video, then my message that I feel very passionate about will not get heard. So if I have to have a strange expression on my face that provokes a bit of curiosity, I'm going to do that because I know if I can get people into my content, they're going to benefit.
And yeah, they're going to become addicted to your content, or they're going to love your energy. And you're competing with everyone else that is doing clickbait.
Yeah.
So it's like we're stimulated by society, and we're used to seeing the news that says all of these warning, this. It doesn't mean we have to stoop to that level, but we do have to understand the psychology of people and how people think. So people are more likely to look at something. It doesn't have to be some fear-based thumbnail, but people will pay more attention to certain layouts than other layouts. So if you use bright colors, it has a different effect. So these are all things that will help you grow on YouTube. There's so many different ways of making a living on YouTube, and one thing that we did create was a free video that shows you the top 5 ways that we make money on YouTube. We both live, we're not trying to brag or anything, but we live a pretty cool lifestyle. We're working right now while we're hiking
at the
up
Red Rocks.
We're going to Sedona every couple weeks. I feel
weeks
like
or
we're
so.
saying, oh, we're going to Sedona again. We're going to Sedona in a couple weeks. In November of this year, we're going back to Costa Rica for a week. We get to live this kind of like lifestyle, and we think that you can be able to do the same thing. So if you want to learn the top 5 ways that we make money online, not including ads, that's the biggest misconception as well. In the top of the description box below, there'll be a button that you can push, and you can download that and view that video immediately. So that's going to be something that will help you understand more about the whole process of how you can get into it, and how you don't really need as much as you think you do. You don't need 10,000 subs. You don't even need 100,000. None. You just need a following. There's a certain way to go about it. We show you how we did it and how we did it with a smaller following, how we went full-time doing what we love. So if you're interested, that'll be in the top of the description box below. So other than that, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit more hiking, and we will see you guys on the next video. Peace, much love, and namaste.
Peace.